Hey everybody, welcome back to the Royal Read. I am so glad you decided to stop by and see what I'm reading on. But before we get started, you already know I have to do it. I just have to do it because we are the best community on these internet streets and I want everybody to be a part of it. I do. So no gatekeeping and only telling the truth about how terrific this community is, because it's the best. And if you have been hanging out with us, watching the podcast, hanging out over there in the comments, chopping it up with some of the best people in the world, and you still hadn't subscribed, what are you waiting on? It is so easy. Go down in your settings, look around, find that subscribe button, and go ahead on and subscribe. And while you're in there, hit the notification bell too, so you know when I upload or when I just want to pop in, and give me a thumbs up to fight my nemesis, the beast, the algorithm. Y'all are making a comeback. I am. So thank y'all and keep those thumbs up coming. Also, I want to give a shout out to the readers who always come through, the ones who support the channel by watching the commercials. Y'all always do such a great job and I appreciate you so very much. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Also over in the corner, that's our join button. That's for channel memberships. And if you choose to become a channel member and a part of the reading club, you will be supporting my channel to grow, to improve, and to continue. And I'll be so grateful, so thankful, so over the moon appreciative to have your support. And if you just want to do a one-time donation, that's simple too. Look around down there, find that super thanks button and click it. And listen, if you decide to click it, all donations to the channel is always greatly appreciated. All right, y'all, we do have some shout outs. We do. And first up is Miss Cool herself, Kat Harlem. Yes, Kat came through. Kat is just everything. She is the coolest. She is the smartest. She is everything. And I am so grateful and so thankful that she is a part of this community. She is always thought-provoking. You go in those comments, you see something that she's posted, get ready. She's going to make you think about it. Yes, she is. And she is just always supporting the read. She is down with the read and I appreciate it so very much. So thank you, Kat. Thank you for the super thanks, but most of all, thank you for being here. And my girl, Yulette. What can I say about Yulette that I hadn't already said? I'll just say what I said all the time, and that is she is faithful. She's unwavering. She is always down with the read. She is the quintessential reader. She is everything, and I am so grateful and so thankful that she decided to make this community her community, because it is better for it. Let me tell you. So thank you, Yulette. Thank you for your super thanks, but most of all, thank you for riding so hard for the read. Yes. All right, y'all. I'm going to play this and we'll talk on the other side. All right, y'all, I want to give another quick shout out to Kat Harlem, to Yulette. Listen, y'all are everything. Y'all are, and y'all ride so hard for the read. Y'all are the reason why I show up every day, because y'all make it worth it. Y'all do. Y'all are the best, and I am so thankful to have you. And thank you for the super thanks, but most of all, thank you for being here. All right, y'all. Y'all know what time it is, and y'all know what I do when I am putting the read together. I hit these internet streets, and let me tell you, it is some interesting things going on these internet streets. It is. And it's some real dark things going on, too. We're going to discuss it. But it is some dark things going on. But first of all, we're going to talk about the product drop, yes, and how successful it was. We already knew that, but it absolutely happened. Yes, yes, yes. And I really feel that Megan did her thing because I scored the Valentine edition and it is chock full of all different products. It is. And I was really pleasantly surprised by the pricing. Am I by myself on that? I really think that Megan absolutely made it all affordable. I do. I was happy. I absolutely was happy with my score because it got me things that I didn't have in this whole Valentine edition. You got tea, you got spread in the collector's packaging, you got the chocolate, you got so much stuff for $184. I was so pleased. When I saw that, I said, this one right here is for me because I get to try things that I hadn't tried before because it was all there for the taking. So, yes, I was just happy. I was in there just absolutely in heaven because I thought Megan had did a superb job of putting things together, all these different groupings and making it so affordable. I really think Megan hit it out of the park on this one. Y'all tell me what y'all think, but I really think she did her thing. And we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about our prince. He has been out and about, and he is back in the water and surfing. Yes, we're going to talk a little bit about that. And we're also going to go on the dark side a little bit and talk about what they're talking about a lot on these internet streets since they have released more documents from the JE files. And it is some damning things that are coming out. And especially for the one that used to be the prince. Yes, him. The one that is now formerly the prince. It's a picture out there that's really, really damning. And I want to say this too. It's not just the British royal family that is getting caught up in this. It is something come out that absolutely caught up one of the royals in the Norway royal family. So we're going to talk about that as well. It is just a lot. It's a lot. We're going to go on the dark side. We are going to go on the dark side because it is something else that squatties are tying things together, and not just squatties. A lot of people are tying things together, putting things together. And I must say, it is something to think about. So we're going to talk about that. I know that doesn't make sense, but when we get to it, I promise you I will clear it up. So let's get started, y'all. We have a lot to talk about. I'm not going to hold y'all long, but I promise you, you will be entertained. So I'm going to put this up. And as you can see, our girl has done it again. Or should I say the squatties and the Sussex supporters have done it again. And the chocolate in the gift box sold out. Yes, the signature chocolate collection is out of here. It is. And it's no surprise to anyone. And this squatty posted about it. Well, it's a repost. And the original post posted this beautiful picture of the signature chocolate collection that is out of here and said, as ever, signature chocolate collection is sold out in less than 10 minutes. Megan supporters are awesome. Where's the lie? Where is it? It is no lies being told. And this other squatty came in and reposted that and said, oh my God, less than 10 minutes. Yes, I knew it was out of here. I knew it was because look how beautiful it is. Who can resist? And as you can see, look at the detail of this. Look at the detail. As you can see, each bar is connected with the other. As you can see, the flowers. I mean, the detail is there. I mean, look at this leaf. You see the leaf where it is on one chocolate bar and continues onto another, and so does the flowers. This is detail here. This is absolutely detail, and I love it. And that is what you call quality. I am so thrilled. I am. I love it. And this squatty posted this beautiful picture of all the products that is sold out, sold out, sold out, sold out, and said this: Congratulations, Duchess Megan, on an amazing Valentine launch. What a stunning success. It was very stunning. And I'll tell you who was really stunning too. It was stunning to the haters. They still can't get their head around that Megan has fans that has money, that has a few coins that they can spend on Megan's products. They just don't get it. I saw one of them talking about $15 for a bar of candy. Come on, Megs. Nobody's going to spend $15 for a bar of candy. Well, I think it is plenty of people who will spend $15 and more. I spent $180 on the Valentine edition. Yes, I did. And I'm just thrilled to have it. So these people just can't get their head around the fact that Megan has fans that has a few coins. They just can't get it. I saw one of the squatties calling one of the Rangers broke ass. Maybe your broke ass can't afford a $15 candy bar, but Megan has plenty of fans who can and did, and now it's sold out. I'm just saying. Like this squatty that said, Yay, gold accomplished. I purchased this beautiful collection of chocolate, buy as ever, and competies before it sold out. Congratulations, Megan, the Duchess of Sussex. Yes, I'm telling you, squatties are posting all the things that they ordered. They are. One thing about squatties and one thing about Megan's customers, they're always proud of their purchases. Now, when you have people who are posting that they bought stuff from you, you know you're that girl. Yes, because that's like people posting a new car, a new handbag, designer handbag, something that they're proud of. And squatties and Sussex supporters and just regular people who are decent and like Megan, they are proud of the purchases that they make, so they post them. Y'all know from time to time I feature some of their posts on my podcast because I just love it. I love seeing it. So, yeah, Megan's customers are proud to be her customers. And this one is the one that called the haters broke ass. She said, Dear broke ass haters, come see some. And she posted everything that she ordered. And it came up to $1,478. Now, I ain't got it like she got it. I ain't got to admit, I ain't got it like she got it. I was just happy to get one of the Valentine's edits. Yes, but she absolutely got six of them. She did for $1,110. Now, this squatty right here has it going on. And look at all the other stuff that she bought, but it came up to over $1,400. So, yeah, I understand why she is absolutely calling out the haters. And she goes on and says, Cards stay ready for Meghan Markle. Different levels, different understanding. It says, The last time I went crazy, they cried and called me fake, but the only real thing in their lives is their broke pockets. Oh. Like I said, I ain't got it like that now. I ain't got it like that. I'll come in and do what I can. But this squatty right here, She got it going on, y'all. I'm telling you. And I love it. I love it for her. I do. And I think that's the difference in Squatties and Megan supporters. We're happy for each other. You know, we don't hate on each other. We are happy for each other. And, you know, we get what we can. And if you can get more, great. Because at the end of the day, it's all for a common goal, and that is to help Harry and Meghan to become independent and stay that way. And I'm going to put this up, and it says, as you can see, Prince of Surfing. Harry is out surfing again. And I think this article maybe came from one of the tabloids. I don't know. The squatty didn't say where it came from, but it says Prince Harry ripped waves at Kelly Salter's surf ranch. And it says, in a fresh Instagram reel from the big wave surfer, Romana, I'm not going to try to pronounce his last name, Harry carves perfect machine-made waves at the Lemoore, California wave pool owned by Kelly Salter. This follows his first visit in 2024 with notable improvement in his pumps and barrels shared alongside upbeat music. Supporters celebrate his California lifestyle embrace, dubbing him the Prince of Surfing. Though some note it's not ocean surfing, the footage highlights his post-royal adventures near Santa Barbara. Yes, Harry is having the time of his life. And that is the reason why they hate him. Really hates him because Harry has the lifestyle that he wants. He has the wife he wants. He has the life he wants. He's mad. He's big mad because he has to stay over there with his mannequin wife that he doesn't even like and try to make something of that family over there, that institution, which is completely and utterly broken. Yes, he's mad because Harry gets to have all the fun. Just like Diana said, all of it. Harry gets all of it. And it's so funny. They really thought they were doing something when they were exiling Harry and Meghan, when they ran them off. They really thought that Harry and Meghan was going to be broken. They really did. And they don't understand. Sometimes God has to tear things down to build things up for you to have your blessing. And you can say whatever you want to, but Harry and Meghan are blessed. They really are. And I just love it. I love it for all that family over there. I love it for the left behinds. I do. And this what he said, Prince Harry went through the fire and came out on the other side surfing. Nobody else can do that but Jesus. Enjoy your wife and your children and having fun surfing. Where is the lie? Where is it? I'm loving it. Harry is out here just catching some waves, and I love it. I bet you it is some rolling around on those 400-year-old carpets when they see this. All right, y'all, we're going to be switching gears and we're going to go on the dark side because it's a lot coming out about what's in this new drop from the JE files and the new revelations that are coming out about the one that is formerly known as the Prince and some more people in his family. Yes, and some more royals that are not the British royals but the Norwegian royals. So we're going to talk about all of that. And as you can see, look at this. This is the new picture. And it has the one that is formerly known as Prince over this young girl. They blacked her face out so we can't see. At one time, she looks like she's passed out. And in the next picture, it looks like she is waking up. As you can see, her hand is up in the air in this one. And he seems as if he's talking to her. I don't know what's going on here, but it does look good. He is bare feet and it looks very intimate and creepy. He looks like he's sweating, and it just looks real sus. And this squatty posted about it and said, update, the JE files. My heart dropped a bit when I saw this. The one formerly known as Prince, seen hovering over a woman laying on the floor in a series of creepy photos over a woman whose face is redacted with someone's feet kicked up in the back. I didn't really see that part, but look at that. And it says, food for thought. Virginia Dufresne, one of J.E.'s victims who died by unaliving in April, claimed that J.E. forced her to have sex with the one formerly known as the Prince on 3 separate occasions, including when she was just 17. Now, all I can say is anyone left out there that don't believe that the one formerly known as the Prince did all this stuff? I believe he did every bit of it. And it is something to get your head around. All these very powerful men out here wilding out and taking advantage of these young girls. Who knew? Who knew that all of these captains of industries were pedos? It's mind blowing. The more and more these JE files come out, the more my mind is like boof. I'm telling you, it is mind blowing. These people are downright sick. But yeah, these pictures right here, they don't do anything to help the one that's formerly known as the Prince. Not at all. I'm just saying. And I'm going to put this up, and this is a repost. And the original post posted the email that is saying all this thing about the one formerly known as the Prince. And it says the one formerly known as the Prince tortured and then had the female victim unalived, according to a new Epstein file dump. Now, what do y'all think about that? And wait a minute, we're going to get into something else as we go along and try to tie this thing together, where I really think it might be possible that this absolutely happened. Because at first glance, when you first hear it, you be saying, nah, this is a prince of the realm. He would never be involved in anything like that. But wait a minute. We got something else to add to, and it's really going to make you think maybe it is a good possibility that this man is a full-on monster. But let's go on. The squatty that reposted this said, my God, it gets worse than it's ever known. Mind you, he's still in Windsor and not yet moved to Sandringham. How quickly the king acted on his son, but refused to act on this piece of shit. I'm telling you, it's all shocking. It is very shocking. That's what I'm saying. It is. And wait, the plot is going to get thicker. Just wait. And I'm going to put this up. And Narendra Kapoor posted this. And as you can see, it is a copy of the file that is saying this about the one formerly known as Prince. It says new. The former Prince was reportedly an accessory to the death of a girl, according to emails released in the JE files. The email says that the one formerly known as Prince tortured her and before forcing someone else to unalive her. Now that is what is said in the email. It says that. And she is shocked by it. And because she is shocked by it and she posted this, some people came in and really made a case that this might be true and posted information that I didn't know anything about. Now, y'all tell me if y'all know something about this. I'm going to put it up. Look at this. Sandringham unaliving. And they name her. Her name is Alyssa I cannot pronounce her name. Cause of death unknown. And she was found on the Sandringham estate. She was found there. It says the body of a teenager found on the Queen Sandringham estate in Norfolk could have been lying in the woodlands for up to 4 months, a coroner says. She was found on the estate. Now, my first thoughts about this is we know that J.E. and that Maxwell woman that was capping for him stayed on the Queen estate. They did. And I'm just wondering, did it coincide with the time that they were staying there? And even if it didn't, it's still on the Queen's estate. And this particular squatty that posted it said, no one knew how this Russian Slovenian girl died and her body found on the Sandringham estate. Holy SHIT, Batman. Yes. What do y'all think about that? And it says in the JE file that he did something to a girl, that he tortured her and then ordered someone else to unalive her. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? My mind is racing because I'm thinking it's a possibility here. It's a possibility here because how did this girl get on the Sandringham estate, a private estate that has all kinds of security? How did she get on there? And nobody even knew her. Come on now. That is something to really, really think about. I'm like this squatty. Holy SHIT, Batman. This is getting really, really deep and dark. All right, I'm going to put this up. And this squatty posted this, and it says, that was so sad, and it was always extremely suspicious, considering where she was found, that the police didn't get anywhere with their investigation, and that the pathologist couldn't determine the cause of death. R.I.P. Alyssa. Yes. Y'all have to admit, this is really, really sus. And I didn't know anything about it. Did y'all know anything about it? Put it in the comments if you knew anything about it. To me, it is getting worse and worse and worse for that family over there. I'm telling you, it is all coming out. And if this is true, that man is a monster and needs to be prosecuted. He does. And I'm going to put this up. And this squatty's saying that this was not the only body that was found over there on Queen's property. It says, hence, all the multi-deceased bodies of young girls all over the royal family estate. And they're talking about one body was found in the lake. And of course, this body of this young girl, the 17-year-old girl. Now, I don't see any other ones that they're talking about, but if you know any more, please put it in the comments. But yeah, at least two of them found over there on the Queen's property, and that one over there at Sandringham is really, really sus. It really is. And this particular squatty posted all of those articles about the bodies found on the Queen's estate and the JE file that mentioned what, the one that formerly was a prince, what he did, and said this, the royal family knows every GD thing, hence silencing the witnesses and threatening parts of the media who tried to expose their vile abuse towards children. The cover-up is just as heinous as the crimes. Where is the lie? And let me tell you, they did that. They did everything that they could to keep this from coming out. They did. They even came after the pockets for a reported $12 million for Virginia Dufresne. I knew right then, I said, this is rotten. They never would have came out the pocket like that. And also, y'all remember they said that the deal was that she could not talk about it or write a book till after the Queen's Jubilee. And 1 year, I think, it was 1 year after the whole thing happened. And all of a sudden, right before her book comes out, she unalives herself. Now, her family doesn't seem sus about it at all. I have saw the interviews of her brother and her sister-in-law, and they seem that they're at peace that this is what she did, that she actually unalived herself. But I'm telling you, the timing makes you want to say, doesn't it? And also with this new information that is coming out of the JE files that are, pretty much mapping out that the one that was formerly the prince, that he maybe had something to do with a girl being unalived. He was an accessory. And I really think this girl that they never could figure out why she was on the Sandringham estate and came up unalive, they need to reopen that case and try to figure that out. Now that new information has come to light, don't you think? I'm just saying. Because it all is like a puzzle and the pieces are really starting to fit together. I'm just saying. And I'm gonna put this up. This squatty posted an article with the former prince. That picture, that notorious picture, because that's what it's going to become, a notorious picture of him kneeling over this girl who looks like she is unconscious. But I digress. And this squatty says this. So I think we can all agree that the hiring of the PR crisis manager was not actually about Harry and Meghan, like the press would have you to believe. Where is the lie? Where is it? Because how do you need a crisis manager for a couple who does nothing but mind their business? Okay, but you got someone within your family is burning it down with their past negative behavior. And I'm telling you, it might be criminal behavior. I'm just saying, I don't know. I'm not alleging anything, but it absolutely is fitting together, isn't it? Is it just me? Y'all tell me. Is it just me? Or is the pieces of the puzzle starting to fall together? And this squatty says the whole British press establishment is protecting the royal family now. Since a few hours ago, all comments from major British ex-news accounts, Sky News, BBC, ITV, and the royal reporters have locked their comments. On every report, they add in the end that no wrongdoing has been proven. They are all complicit and are scared from the reactions. No credibility on the British press establishment. These flying monkeys have never had any credibility. Credibility? These people are the most corrupt bunch it is. They make up lies. They constantly are lying and shilling for that family. And it's been proven time and time and time again. Fleet Street is a joke. At this point, no one should ever take any kind of stock in anything that those people put out and put on the front pages of those rags. Because we as squatties have proven time and time again how maliciously they lie, they do, and how they form an agenda. And they absolutely shield for that family. They cloak for them. So credibility is not a word I would associate with any of the flying monkeys over there. So this right here, I am not shocked by it at all. Y'all tell me what y'all think, but I'm not shocked. And I'm going to put this one up because I agree with it. I do. It says the Queen knew about the one formerly known as Prince. It's why she paid the money to try and make the Virginia Dufresne go away. Charles knew. That's why he tried to get distance from him. They are all culpable for protecting him. This is Britain. Yes, it is. It's not. Now, I'm not saying that it's all Britain. It is the upper echelon of Britain. The ones that are on the tippy top. For some reason, the royalists, these people feel that they have to protect them in all this wrongdoing that they do. It is crazy to me that they feel that these people are somehow above the law. And you know what? Because they believe that, they are. So I don't blame the whole of Britain, just like I hope they don't blame the whole of America for the one that shall not be named, because there's plenty of us do not agree with any of that nonsense. And I'm sure it is plenty of British people who don't agree with the nonsense that's going on over there as well. But did the Queen know? Absolutely, she did. Did Charles know? Absolutely. Did the rest of that family know? I believe it with everything in me that they did. But they chose to cloak and cover for him, because when they cloaked and covered and capped for him, they were doing it for themselves, because it's all about how things look and not how they feel. We know our Duchess said that, and it has reigned true ever since. These people don't care. They are the most corrupt and evil people, but they want to present this perfect family. And we all know nobody believes that. Nobody believes that, but they continue to try to perpetrate that lie. And so, yeah, I believe all of them knew. But yet and still, they did not want the facade to fall. I'm just saying. And this squatty posted a video of all the articles that came out in support of the one formerly known as Prince, and bashing Harry and Meghan. This squatty said this: "You people are so happy to throw Prince Harry under the bus for marrying a black lady. You came out publicly to tell everyone how you had rather protected the one that is formerly known as Prince than Harry. Now this is your moment. Enjoy it." Yes, no sympathy here. You chose, you the one who did this, and you felt that Harry had did something much worse than the one that is formerly known as Prince. Y'all hurried up and kicked Harry and Meghan out of Frogmore Cottage. The minute that the Queen blew out her last breath, y'all had Harry and Meghan packing up. But you absolutely did nothing but cloak for the one that is formerly known as Prince. He was riding to church with Willie and Kitty. He was doing the whole church walk on Easter and Christmas. He was showing up at royal family events. He was absolutely being groomed to come back in from the cold. Yes, y'all had fully made up your mind that nothing he had did was worth ostracizing him to the point where he no longer would be a part of that family. Now, Harry was a whole different thing. Harry absolutely had the nerve to marry someone better than the heir and better than the queen, and y'all lost your mind and said that he had to go. Yeah, so all I can say to this is I love it. I love it for you. Enjoy what you have created. You can't be mad. I know they mad at Harry and Meghan, how they're thriving, what kind of life they have in California. But listen, it's not Harry and Meghan's fault. It's your fault. You chose, you know, it's an old saying that my grandmother used to say all the time. You made your bed, now lie in it. Yes, that's exactly what you do. Lie in it. And this squatty put this up. It's a repost, and the original post says, "Never forget that Prince Harry and Meghan was treated badly and put in danger while the nephew and his ex Fergie was living in royal luxury. being invited to public royal gatherings, and being protected. And it says Prince Harry told the truth, but he definitely didn't tell all. Well, we know that's the truth. We got 400 pages out there floating around, but I think Harry is done with that because at this point, Harry doesn't need to put anything out. It's enough coming out on these people organically. I mean, what does Harry need to do? It's like pouring water on a drowning man. What's the point? And the squatty that reposted this said Andrew and Sarah was protected to the nth degree for associating and potentially doing illegal stuff with J.E. Harry and Meghan was thrown to the wolves and attacked every day for the last 6 years for doing absolutely nothing wrong. Never forget that. Oh, you don't have no problem. I will never, ever forget that. No. And as long as they continue to attack Harry and Meghan, we will not stop as squatties. We will always, always come in there and remind them of everything that they have done. I'm just saying. And I'm going to put this up because I talked about this whole case of the son of the crown princess of Norway and him being on trial for ape. And so it turns out she is in the JE files. Yes, I had talked about this whole thing that was going on with her son in a past podcast, but I didn't know she was going to pop up in the JE files, and she did. She was having communications with JE. She was. And this is what DD Geopolitics posted about this whole thing. An article, as you can see, it is talking about how the son of Norway's crown princess is to stand trial this coming Tuesday. As a matter of fact, he goes on trial for aping for women. Now, I talked about this in a past podcast, but I did not know that this shoe was going to fall. And what I mean by that is it seems that it has come to light in this new drop from the JE files that she had a friendly relationship with JE to the point where she was asking about parental advice when it came to her son who is going to be on trial this Tuesday for aping for women. Yes, she is in the JE files. And this is what DD Geopolitics said in a post. It says the son of whose mother asked JE about naked women's wallpaper is the same man now on trial for aping for women. In 2012, the Crown Princess Marique, I hope I'm pronouncing her name right, emailed JE, is it appropriate for a mother to suggest two naked women carrying a surfboard for my 15-year-old son's wallpaper? JE, a convicted SEX offender, he was already a convicted SEX offender while she was having these conversations with him about her son. It says JE, a convicted SEX offender at the time, told her to let him decide. That son, and they call his name, I'm not going to try to murder it because I will absolutely botch it, but it says now faces 38 criminal charges, including 4 counts of ape. Trial starts Tuesday. Historians call this the biggest scandal in Norway's 120-year royal history. That was before the JE files showed his mother appears over 1,000 times visiting his Palm Beach house, taking his parenting advice, having his staff arrange her flights and drivers. The snowball has turned into an avalanche. I mean, all of these people are getting caught up. And now the Norway royal family, who thought they had escaped it because they said, okay, go ahead on with this whole trial when it comes to the crown princess son. But it looks like the crown princess got some issues herself. She was diversing with a known peto, a convicted one at that, and she was conversing about this son who has this issue. And it really makes you wonder, what has this child seen in order for him to become this person that he is? Did she play a role in this? Because she seems as if she didn't have a problem with associating herself with a known convicted pedo. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this one. But like I said, the pieces are starting to fall in place. And it's not just for the British royal family either. It is some more royal families involved in this. I'm telling you, J.E. had so much on so many powerful people. He did. And you think he actually took his own life? I don't believe it. The more this stuff comes out, the more I don't believe it. I am starting to believe that he might not even be dead. They might have him stashed away somewhere because they don't want any of this to come out. And that was something that maybe was arranged, that he would slip into oblivion somewhere and live out the rest of his life on some kind of tropical island. Y'all tell me what y'all think, because I ain't saw nobody. Where is he buried? Who claimed the body? I don't know none of that. All of that has been hush hush. Isn't it strange? Y'all tell me, but it is starting to make me think it is. And I'm going to put this up. This is a repost, and the original squatty is posting an email that just came out from this new drop from JE, and it is about Sarah Ferguson. And it says this: Sarah Ferguson allegedly told JE she was waiting for her 19 or 20-year-old daughter, Eugenie, to come back from a shagging weekend in 2010. What y'all think about that? Now, I know what shagging means. I know what shagging means in the UK. Do y'all think that this is what Sarah Ferguson is saying about Eugenie to this man who is a pedo? I can't. This woman is the lowest of the low. I mean, she has no moral compass if she did this. And she clearly did it, because here it is. It came straight out of the JE files. And the squatty that reposted this said, oh, period, my, period, God, period. Eugenie was at a shagging weekend. What the F is a shagging weekend? Well, I know what shagging means in the UK. And if that's what it means, what? What? I cannot believe that Sarah Ferguson said this about her daughter, and she was okay. If it's true, she was okay with her daughter doing this. And her daughter doing this. Where is the moral compass when it comes to these people? Y'all tell me what y'all think about this little random ditty that came out of the JE files. And this squatty said Prince Anne and Prince Edward felt Charles was too hard on Andrew. William and Kate are worried about Andrew's mental health. Beatrice is taking her daughter horseback riding with Andrew. When will people understand that the royals don't actually find anything wrong with Andrew's behavior? Just that he got caught, exposed, and now is blowing back on all of them. That's the real crime. I agree with that with everything in me, because it is all about them being exposed. not what they do, it's the exposure. They want to keep up the facade. It is the exposure. I agree with this, Squatty, 1000%. And I want to put this up too because this squatty is posting about Jay-Z. Yes, Jay-Z was in this new drop of the J.E. files. He was. And this squatty posted this and said, at Beyonce's husband, Jay-Z, is listed in the J.E. files. The victim in the file says she was abducted from her home by an unknown man. She woke up in J.E.'s Florida mansion. She was in the presence of Harvey. You know what his name is. His name is just as infamous as the rest of them, and Jay-Z. She was sex assaulted. So Jay-Z is in the thick of it. But I'm going to say this. Y'all know when Beyonce started dating Jay-Z, she was still a teenager. Just a little FYI there. And they say when she first met him, she was only 16 years old. So I don't know. It is a huge age gap between the two. So y'all can take that and do with it as you will. It's a lot that has been said about Jay-Z. He has not always been this goody two-shoes that he is now. I understand that people change, but your past is still your past. I'm just saying. So, all I can say is good luck, Beyonce, because it might be some choppy waters ahead for you and Jay. I'm just saying. And I'm going to put this up. I'm going to end with this because I just thought this was just so profound. It says, Will and Kate champion mental health after what they did to Meghan. Camilla championed domestic violence after what she did to Diana. Charles loves the pedos, Mountbatten, the Bishop, Jimmy Savile. Harry is the only decent man among them. He is. He is the only decent one. He's the only one with the heart. He is the only smart one. Harry is the best thing that came out of that royal family by blood. And that is just the facts. Harry is the best of that family, and they rejected him. And that right there should tell you everything you need to know about that family. And I also want to do one more. I forgot about this one. And this is when Meghan and Harry went to Nigeria and the kings came from their kingdom just to make Meghan a royal princess. Such a wonderful memory. And I have to end it always on a good note. So this is such a great memory. This squatty posted it and said the significance and the value of this portrait. Meghan, alongside the three Nigerian kings who traveled from their kingdom to welcome and bestow royalty upon her. That right there, no matter what happens, Meghan will always be royal. And it's nothing that they can do about it because she is a royal princess and it was bestowed on her by three kings. I'm just saying. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all a little later. Bye.